May 1945, a dusty processing camp in southern England, late afternoon. The air carries the faint scent of rain on dry earth, mingled with the lingering smoke of distant fires from the continent. A group of young German women, their gray uniforms, torn and muddied from weeks on the road, stand in weary lines under the watchful eyes of British guards. Their faces are pale, etched with exhaustion, their hair matted beneath caps that no longer sit proudly. Among them, a faint tremor passes, as an interpreter announces, in calm, measured tones, that they will be allowed to shower every single day in the final months of the war in Europe. As Allied forces swept across Germany and into the heart of the Reich, thousands of young women who had served as auxiliaries in the Wehrmacht and Luftwaffe fell into captivity. These were the Wehrmacht signal operators, anti-aircraft assistants, clerks, and administrative staff, over 500,000 strong by war's end. Many conscripted from the Bund Deutscher Machtdel or volunteered in the fervor of earlier years. They had manned switchboards in occupied territories, plotted radar screens against Allied bombers, and supported the vast machinery of the German war effort from rear areas. When the collapse came in spring 1945, units disintegrated, and these women, often in their late teens or early 20s, surrendered en masse to British, American, and Canadian troops. Separate compounds were established for them in camps across England, France, and later the United States, adhering to the provisions of the Geneva Convention that governed the treatment of prisoners of war. By 1944 and 1945, civilian life in Germany had descended into profound deprivation. Allied bombing campaigns had reduced cities to rubble, disrupting water supplies, electricity, and the distribution of basic goods. Soap, a simple bar of it, had become a rare luxury, rationed severely or substituted with harsh, ineffective ersatz, products made from clay or synthetic fats. Hot water was scarcer still. Many homes relied on cold taps if they functioned at all. Bathing became an occasional ritual, perhaps once a week or less, in basins of lukewarm water heated over scarce fuel. For these young auxiliaries, posted to barracks or field positions, conditions were often worse, shared facilities strained by overcrowding, lice infestations common, and hygiene reduced to the bare minimum amid the chaos of retreat. They had grown accustomed to grit under fingernails, the persistent itch of unwashed skin, the dull ache of constant discomfort. Propaganda had promised victory and abundance, but reality delivered shortages that gnawed at dignity itself. They expected captivity to bring vengeance, humiliation, starvation, perhaps worse. As whispered rumors of Soviet treatment reached even the West, yet what they encountered was the opposite. When British and American processing centers, guards issued clean uniforms, Red Cross parcels with chocolate and cigarettes, and most astonishingly access to modern shower facilities with unlimited hot water and real soap. Records from camps in England and later in stateside facilities like those in Texas and Oklahoma document the routine. Daily showers mandated for health and morale, plentiful bars of fragrant soap provided without ration. One American camp commander noted in reports that female prisoners received the same hygiene standards as U.S. servicewomen: hot showers on demand, towels, even sanitary products in abundance. Former prisoners later recalled, in postwar accounts, the initial disbelief. Standing under steaming water that flowed freely, lathering with soap that foamed richly, washing away months of accumulated grime. Some wept quietly in the stalls, the warmth penetrating not just skin, but a deeper chill of hardship endured. Others emerged, red-cheeked, hair gleaming, staring at their reflections as if seeing strangers, clean, renewed, almost human again in a way the Reich's final years had denied them. This simple act of hygiene daily, showers, became a recurring emblem of American and British material plenty, a quiet testament to the industrial abundance that underpinned Allied victory. Soap, that humble bar passed hand to hand in the shower lines, symbolized something profound. The capacity to provide not just the necessities of survival, but the small dignities that sustain the spirit. In Germany, soap had vanished into black markets or been replaced by inferior substitutes. Here it was issued freely, scented with lavender or plain but effective, wrapping each woman in a cloud of lather that spoke of factories humming, untouched by bombs, supply lines unbroken across oceans. It was not charity born of pity, but adherence to standards that reflected democratic society's commitment to human decency, even toward former enemies. For many of these women, the experience marked a quiet transformation, hardened by years of indoctrination. They had believed in the inevitability of German triumph in a world ordered by strength and sacrifice. Captivity shattered that illusion not through harsh interrogation, but through everyday contrasts: ample food where they expected hunger, medical care where they braced for neglect, and those daily showers where they anticipated degradation. Post-war testimonies reveal shifts in perspective. One former Hellforeign wrote of realizing, beneath the running water, that the propaganda of scarcity and eternal struggle had been a lie. Another spoke of the soap's richness as the first crack in her faith in the regime's promises. Many repatriated in the late 1940s carried these memories into the rebuilding of Germany, some becoming quiet advocates for the new democratic order. The abundance they glimpsed in captivity lingered, challenging old ideologies with the evidence of a different way. In the end, as the steam rose in those modest camp shower blocks and the scent of clean soap filled the air, a larger truth emerged. From the ordinary, freedom is not merely the absence of chains, but the presence of small mercies freely given the warmth of water on weary skin. The lather of soap that washes away not just dirt, but the residue of tyranny. In that simple, daily ritual, granted, even to captives, lay a reflection of societies built on plenty and principle, reminding all who experienced it that human dignity, once restored, could illuminate the path beyond defeat. The shivering young women who stepped under those showers in May 1945 carried forth a subtle lesson. Abundance shared, even in victory, plants seeds of understanding that ideology alone could never uproot.
Ow.
And in the quiet flow of water, the old world dissolved, making way for something cleaner, something possible.